Come on!
So I just beat the Resident Evil 4 remake, and what do I think of it? It is, in a word, awesome. Since I got it on release day and started playing it, it's been really difficult to put down. Though, as always, work, family, and God take priority over my gaming, otherwise I would have finished this a lot sooner. I can tell you this though, I've started it again on New Game Plus, and to me, that's always the mark of a good game. Now, it's not without its flaws, and that mainly comes from some of the original's content getting cut, and that includes little things being left out, like incendiary grenades, treasures originally included in the game that are now paid DLC to find. An entire boss fight is gone also. Fans are also upset that Ada's side stories are likely getting released as DLC, probably paid because it's 2023 and everything is monetized and awful now. That said, the remake has been met with praise from just about everywhere, and even former gaming websites Kotaku, IGN, and GameSpot liked it without complaining that there wasn't enough representation in it, probably because there were no gingers to replace. The game hasn't been out long though, so it's only a matter of time before the AI bots, soon to be replacing all the, I guess we'll call them writers, will probably suggest it shortly. I wonder if these kids' parents know they're never moving out now. So anyways, I loved it, even the reprobate NPCs loved it, but what did you out there in the digital hellscape known as the internet think of it? Let's check out some reviews and find out. I want an achievement for setting off 483 traps during my playthrough so far. You can still throw eggs at Ashley, 10 out of 10. I didn't know that you could do that. I'm gonna have to do that this playthrough. My god, Ada is so hot. There were a lot of reviews online that said this. But she is like the ultimate femme fatale in gaming. I can't think of anyone off the top of my head that is cooler than Ada, and I'm kind of surprised she hasn't gotten her own game at this point. Shoot the lake water for a secret costume? Don't do that. Don't do it. You don't need to do it. There is no costume at the end of that. Resident Evil 4 just beat Resident Evil 4, the best Resident Evil 4 ever. I don't know that I totally agree, because it was a very good Resident Evil 4, but I don't know if it's as good as Resident Evil 4. Which Resident Evil 4 are we talking about? Thank you for this bountiful gift, Capcom. Please provide us with Code Veronica. Yeah, that should be the next one, because I tried playing that game with my wife last year, and it did not age well at all. How is this fun? Where do you even start with that? I think the 2-hour merchant sex scene went on for a little too long, but overall pretty faithful remake. I don't know. I got the standard edition, so maybe that's what you get in the deluxe edition. Dumbasses on the Steam discussions calling this bad because of some cut content turns out overwhelmingly positive. Seems like it can't be that bad, can it? It has even more Village than Resident Evil Village. Insane. Go play some bingo and eat a Snickers. Village has 2 giant things going for it, and I'm just gonna leave it at that. Just buy it. Oh, and whoever approved the casting for the voice of Ada Wong in this version needs to be fired. I don't think it deserves something that extreme, but yeah, her voice in this one isn't as good as the actresses that have done her voice in the past. Got killed by a cow, 10 out of 10. They made the merchant British and gave him back problems. He was always British, wasn't he? Or kind of. He kind of sounded like it. Tell me in the comments if you think he's British or not. Worse than the OG, pay-to-win ticket microtransactions, censored girl boss Ashley, that's retarded, she's not a girl boss in this. No assignment Ada or separate ways, now will be paid DLC barfy face. Knife durability, yet it can block a chainsaw, cut content like U3 boss. Anyone who likes this is just as soulless as this D-make. Edit. Some triggered nerd actually messaged over this lol, rent-free in your head, boy. Something I've learned doing these user review videos is that if you want the most like moronic, illiterate public school quality reviews, you go to the Xbox and you look up the reviews there. You don't find things like this on Steam. Most everybody that's using it, and I'm not a PC master race guy either, by the way. I'm mostly a console guy, but people that use the PC, they know how to spell. Scary voice doesn't say Resident Evil 4 when you press new game. Yeah, I missed that. You can't look under Ashley's skirt no more, but still good. Nowadays, she'd just charge a monthly fee for it, and then somehow that's empowerment for her. If you liked Resident Evil 4, you'll definitely love Resident Evil 4. Unless you hate it. And then you're probably that guy that did the question marks for the review and asked how this is even fun. Nobody's gonna read this, so I'm just saying I'm gay. Well, there's someone who probably doesn't care one way or the other if you can look up Ashley's skirt. 3 things. Cut content, censored, soulless. These are facts that can't be argued. You see what happens, Capcom, when you take away the upskirts? Look how upset you make everybody. Post-launch microtransactions. LMFAO, I love video gaming. I'm detecting just a little bit of sarcasm there. Just a tad. The microtransactions with Capcom are getting truly insane. Now we have day 1 DLC that adds, read, restores, treasures to the game they cut. See how much better the spelling and grammar is with Steam reviews? Looking forward to you ruining the next Monster Hunter with a FOMO Battle Pass. Okay, it is not just Capcom, it is everybody who's guilty of it out there. I didn't know that Salazar was Margaret Thatcher. That is mean. I'm here for the remake of Leon's hair. It is good hair. Where's the rest of the game? There's an update, but it's only mercs. Where's Separate Ways? Where's Assignment Ada? Where's the rest of the game? Why didn't these modes unlock after I beat the game? Trash remake with half the game missing once again. Capcom is garbage. I hate to break it to you, but it ain't 2005 anymore, and that ship has sailed. We are never ever getting bonus content just for beating the game like that anymore. It's just not gonna happen. Be Leon. Break into Spanish villager's home. Shout at him in language he does not understand. Insult his cooking. When Resident tries to defend himself, roundhouse kick him in the head, snapping his neck. I think there is something wrong with these villagers. Proceed to massacre entire village. 10 out of 10. It's all true. So going off the reviews I pulled, which is obviously a very small sampling, it looks like most people who played the game were pretty happy with it, save for some who had issues running it on their PC. And I didn't want to make a video that included people complaining about their graphics cards and stuff, so I just didn't include those in here. And then there were also people who were just unhappy about the content that was cut that was included in the original game, like Assignment Ada and Separate Ways and things like that. All jokes aside, I agree with that. It's why I still actually prefer the original game over the remake. It's just there's something special about having all that extra stuff unlocked that you don't get this time around. And realistically, I mean, it's kind of there, but you have to play through the game on higher difficulties, whereas in the original, all you had to do was play through Mercenaries and score really high in that, and you'd unlock new characters for Mercenaries, and you'd also unlock extra weapons like the Chicago typewriter, stuff like that. As always, the best way to get the message out to any of these developers is to vote with your wallet and just not buy the game if you're not happy with what they're doing. Now, realistically, the developer or publisher is probably going to misinterpret what you're doing and think that you just don't want the game, and they won't put out any more of these remakes or anything else like that that you're not interested in supporting. But that's just kind of how it goes, I guess. Or worse yet, they'll make some gaming version of the Netflix show of Resident Evil or Welcome to Raccoon City. And then we all lose. I have no answers. I just like to make my observations on things. But that's all I've got for today, and we got Bad Game Summer right around the corner, so you know what to do if you liked what you saw. Thanks for watching. Congratulations! You're one of an elite few to make it to the end of the video. Reward yourself by hitting the round subscribe button in the middle, and then check out the other goodies I've got and the links next to it.